Chris here from BarnYard Outdoors. I want to share a new product that I got to review. A company named Outin sent me the Outin Nano, and it's not a big surprise. I'm a huge fan of coffee. I drink coffee every morning. I drink massive amounts of coffee. Now, I'm not some kind of coffee snob, right? Most of the time I'm just drinking Folgers, but sometimes when I travel, I want something a little bit stronger. And some places I've been actually have espresso machines, and I love a good espresso, and I especially love a good Americano sometimes in the morning if I just need to get going. And I've looked at all these different portable coffee machines that are out there on the market for camping, hiking, adventuring, travel, and I've never found one that I really liked until I found this one. And the company Outin was kind enough to send me the Outin Nano, which is their portable espresso machine. And what makes this so special is it's everything you need to make espresso. It's super simple, and I'm really excited to share this with you guys today. First, let's take a look inside the box. I already opened it up and charged up the unit, but their packaging was so impressive and so nice. I wanted to share all that with you. Let's take a look at what you get. You get the Outin Nano box here. And if you open it up, look at this. This is really nice packaging. You got some extra graphics here, some lifestyle photos. That's always nice to see. But inside, look at this. A simple, quick instruction sheet. That is great. You get the user guide if you're looking for more detail on things. You get some free stickers, which is always nice. Look at those. So nice little stickers for the coolers. And then you get another little quick how-to guide. I really like this. I've already looked this over. It's literally 4 steps and you have espresso. It's that simple. And then inside here you get the actual Outin Nano. All right. It's about the size of a Nalgene bottle when you get everything put together here. You've got a little cup that goes on the bottom there. It does come with a USB-C to USB-C charging cord. And then it comes with this extra scoop and adapter. And this is if you want to run just coffee grounds. Now, I'm not going to be running coffee grounds today because this is compatible with a standard Nespresso original type pod, and this is just Pete's brand. I found this on Amazon. They had a variety pack, so I went ahead and ordered it. But it just takes one of these standard pods. Now, you're going to pay more when you get something in a pod like this, but the advantage is convenience, right? It's all sealed up. It's one espresso shot right there, ready to go. And also on this inside flap, they also have a list of different recipes you can do when you're making different types of fancy coffees. This is literally your portable espresso barista. And it's compact. That is amazing. Let's get some of this packaging out of the way. And let's try this thing out. Take off the paper ring here. So like I said, this is very portable. And I'll put the dimensions up on the screen here so you can kind of see, but it's about the size of a water bottle, standard size water bottle. On the bottom it does have this little cup, and you'll see here, this is where you put in your pod, right here on the bottom. And just throw the pod in like that, and put everything back together. And then on the top here, you've got where you can put in your water, get your USB-C charging port on the side, and then your power button. And the power button is multifunction on this, and it actually has more instructions right here. There's no way you can screw this thing up as long as you read the instructions, and the instructions are everywhere. Press a button for 2 seconds to heat and extract, and that, yeah, heat. You put the water in here, close it up, it will actually heat up the water. And they mention on the little cheat sheet that comes with it here, it takes less than 200 seconds for it to heat the water up, and then it will extract it through the pod and make your espresso. If you double press the button, it will extract immediately. All right, so if you want to put hot water or warm water in here, you can, and just quickly extract it. I'm going to use the system to heat up the water. I just have a bottle of water here that we're going to use to try this out for the first time, and I am very excited about this. If it is in the middle of a cycle, you can push the button once and it will stop it. Okay, I've got the instruction manual out right here, so we're just going to follow along and get this set up. The first thing we need to do is take our capsule, and you simply just place it down in there and give it a little push so it can puncture the capsule. Once you've got the capsule in there, just set the capsule in like that, and we're going to screw it onto the base. And you got to make sure this is tight, because it's going to extract with some pressure. And then we're just going to slide the bottom cup back on, and now we need to put the water in. Take the top off, grab my water, and just pour it in. And this water is room temperature. And then you put the lid back on, just like that. And that's just a press fit on there. So now it's all ready. Super easy here. I'm going to press for 2 seconds to heat and extract. So we press for 2 seconds to heat and extract. It beeps once, and there's a little light flashing on it that's telling me the stage of what it's going through. You can feel it starting to get a little warmer as it heats up. We're to the second flashing light. All right, we've gotten to the third one. We're getting close here. Since this is fully automatic, one thing I really like is I can just set this down, and once it's going, I know it's going, and I'm going to end up with espresso when it's done. You can hear it. You can hear that water heating up. It does have a little steam vent on the top as the water starts to boil in there or get to temp. Should be just about ready. It just beeped. You can hear it extracting. I don't know if you can see in there, but it is extracting the espresso. Go ahead and pull this out. Oh, look at that steam. I could leave this on, but I wanted to see how well it does. And they do mention that it gives a rich crema on top of your espresso. So let's let that finish dripping. And I'll just set that out of the way, and let's take a look at this. Oh, it's nice and warm. Look at that. That looks amazing. Now the big test, right? It smells delicious. Oh, now that's some seriously good espresso. Wow, that is really, really good. So the water reservoir will hold between 30 and 50 milliliters of water, and I didn't measure. I just poured it in there, but it made a nice size little cup of espresso, and it includes a little cup, it just makes it great. And then clean up. I just need to clean up the cup and get rid of the pod, and I'm ready for another one if I want. I can take this espresso, add it to my regular coffee to make an Americano, or I can make all sorts of different fancy coffees when I'm out and about, whether I'm out on the trail or out traveling. I find a lot of times when we're traveling, we get a hotel that has coffee, but they don't have a lot of fancy coffees. So if you'd like a shot of espresso in there, you can whip this up in your room and throw it in your coffee and get back on the road. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Where this is really going to come into play for me is when I'm out camping, or if I'm out just doing a quick camp where I'm camping overnight somewhere and I need to leave early in the morning. I don't have to worry about getting coffee grounds out, boiling water, putting a percolator together or anything to make my normal morning coffee. I can just put a pod in this, add some water, turn it on, walk away from it as I'm packing up camp, and when this thing beeps and extracts, I've got a quick shot of espresso to get me going in the morning. So on a day like today, I just want to have not just espresso, I'd like to have my Americano. So I have some coffee that I made earlier. I've got my BarnYard Outdoors cup of regular coffee, and I can just add my espresso, and I've got an Americano. Look at that. That's a loud boat. This is what lake life is sometimes. Oh, and that just adds that extra kick that you need sometimes in the morning to get going. So this reservoir will hold anywhere from 50 to 80 milliliters of water, and if I run this with 50 milliliters of cold water on a full charge, I can get 4 to 5 espresso shots out of that, which is pretty impressive. I really am only going to need 1, maybe 2 in the morning, and if I've got friends with me that like espresso, I can be gracious enough to share some of the power to make one for them. But the size of this thing is what's really impressive. I'm going to clean out my espresso cup before I put this back together. Super easy to clean up. This size is impressive. Like I said, I just used a regular water bottle. Look at this. It's not much bigger, and for as big around, it's really not that bad. It's a perfect portable size for making a quick espresso, getting that fancier coffee that you like when you're out on the trail or out traveling. This is a very impressive product. I'm really happy with it, and I'm glad that Outin gave me the opportunity to review this and sent this to me. I've been very impressed with not only the packaging, but all the communication I've had with the company has been top-notch. So I recommend this. I truly recommend this. I will leave a link down in the descriptions below, along with the discount code, so you can get some money off something like this if you're big into espresso or fancy coffees. So if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. Remember to like this video, that helps the channel out a lot. And subscribe to my video. I've got some more adventures coming up and some really great products that I'm going to be sharing with everyone that I'm starting to use more when I'm camping. And you will be seeing this again. I've got 2 outings coming up this fall, so I will be using this a lot. Like I said, I'm impressed with it, the functionality, everything, and the size. This is going to fit perfectly in my little camp box that I take with me when I'm out. So thanks everybody for watching. I'm going to sit here, enjoy my view of the lake, the loud boats, and my Americano that I made.